Hey guys, how's it going? Coming back at you this time with a quick contest entry for my buddy John over at SMFCPTHOWDY. This is John's 1800 sub contest. It's a redo. John took a little bit, he ran this contest one time, and for one reason or another, which we won't get into, he took a little bit of a hiatus from the VC, but we're so glad to have him back. John is a super talented dude, and you can just tell by watching his videos, he's the kind of dude you would want to hang out with. He's a great dude. Has a collection that will blow your mind. Not only his album collection, but his guitar collection. He's a killer guitar player. He does instructional videos. Just an all-around super channel, and I'm sure anybody that has stumbled upon my shitty channel, you definitely know who John is at SMFCPTHOWDY. But just in case, you guys know the deal. Information will be in the description box below. Check out John. You'll be definitely happy you did run over there and hang out. Great videos, great content. Anyway, for John's 1800 sub contest redo, he had a couple things. This is his resurrection, so to speak. So he wanted us to show a resurrection album, an album from a band or an artist that maybe had climbed that mountain and had seen a level of success, and then maybe put out a shitter or two or three or four, and then all of a sudden, bam. Found lightning in a bottle again, so to speak, and we're back at the top. That was the first part. The second part was to show a cover song that you believe, and of course this is all just personal preference, but a cover song that you believe to be better than the original. So I gave it a lot of thought, and unfortunately, John, I'm late to the party here. Things have been really crazy at work, and I haven't had time for anything. I mean, I started to work on the, I'm redoing my music room, and I started on that, and it's came to a screeching halt. I haven't been able to do anything for about the last month. But I definitely wanted to take some time. I had some time this morning, and I wanted to support your channel and get this video in. So, like I said, unfortunately, I'm a little bit late to the party, so I'm sure this has already been shown. But my resurrection album is Van Halen, 1984. You guys are all familiar with the record, I'm sure. You know, I don't need to go on in any great detail about this record, but you know, they had hit right out of the gate, man, with their debut album, Van Halen, and then carried it on a little bit with Van Halen 2, and they every album, it seemed like, while they're still tremendous albums, and I know all of us probably still enjoy listening to them, at the time, looking back, you had Van Halen, which was killer, and still is probably one of the best debut albums of all time. And then they come out with, Van Halen 2, Women and Children First, and then Fair Warning, which is a lot of my friends who are into heavy music, that's one of their favorite Van Halen albums, and it's one of their definitely their lesser known and less popular albums, but it's probably their heaviest album. But it definitely didn't win them over a whole lot of fans as far as charting success or singles or anything like that. Then they had Diver Down, and then in '84, well, it was either late '83. There's the fucking telephone. Can you believe that? Hang on. Sorry about that. Telephone rang. So, as you know, we don't really do a whole lot of editing here, so I just stopped it, cut, start over here, kind of pick up where we left off. But like I said, they were. Where the fuck was I? And I've been really trying hard not to curse as much in my videos, but I've had a hectic month at work. So, 1984. This after Van Halen 2, Fair Warning, Diver Down, Women and Children First, Fair Warning, and Diver Down. Then in late '83 or January of '84, bam, 1984 hits, and they come out with Jump, Panama, Hot for Teacher. I mean, every single was just boom, 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 better than the other, and took them to astronomical levels. So my Resurrection album, 1984, and then this was the last album with David Lee Roth as the lead singer, before Sammy Hagar joined the band. I mean, there's talk that David Lee left the band. Who knows? People are saying he was fired. He left the band. Who knows? Who cares? But David Lee out, Sammy in with 5150, and a completely different level of the band. I mean, it's basically a completely different band, but I still love them both equally. Anyway, Resurrection album, 1984, Van Halen. On to the second part of John's contest. In your opinion, a cover song that is better than the original. And this one I gave a lot of thought to. I know John, let's put it this way. To be nice, John doesn't particularly care for country music. But to be not so nice, John fucking hates country music. So I didn't want to show anything country for this, John. I wanted to keep it rock and roll. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, John is a huge Kiss fan. I mean, just absolutely one of the biggest Kiss fans I've known. So I'm sure somebody has maybe shown this one as well, but to me, this was hands down the best choice for me, and that would be 2000 Man off the Dynasty record. You know, Ace did the vocals on that, and what a great cover that was. I still love it. I still jam it. I think it's a great cover, and I even dig the and I only have the CD version. Sorry, I still need to get an original copy. I believe you shown this yesterday or the day before, John. You were doing something on this Kiss Unplugged, so I need to pick that up. But I love the unplugged version of 2000 Man. So anyhow, I picked this up. This is the Stones, their Satanic Majesty's Request, just because of 2000 Man. And I'm a Stones fan. I would say I'm a little more than a casual Stones fan. I'm not a diehard Stones fan by any stretch of the imagination. But I picked this up and absolutely hate it. It's probably the worst album in my collection, and I have a lot of records, and I have some shitters, but this is king shit right here. This album is terrible. These guys were on something. I don't know what they were on when they recorded this, but man, terrible. Anyhow, there is, and I have one more thing here, because just in case somebody has shown the Resurrection album, I'm going to go with this. It just hit right off the top of my head. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. You know, they had hit really high with Shout at the Devil, and then they came out with what was it? Girls in Theater of Pain, I think, back to back. And while they had a couple MTV single video type things, that the albums weren't that good. But Dr. Feelgood, man, that when this came out, they were on top of the world once again. So I'm gonna go with Van Halen 1984 and Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. Anyway, John, thank you so much for coming back to the vinyl community. You're such an asset to the community. Not only what you provide, the content that you provide in your vinyl videos, but your guitar videos that you show for us. You know, your instructional videos, and just the all-around goodliness. Is goodliness a word? That you have in your videos. I dig it. Anyway, thank you so much for putting this on. Congrats on the 1,800 subs. Well deserved, my man. Take care. Peace.